Tulips create a fresh and cheerful feeling and bring spring to your home. There is, however, a long road they must take before they reach your home. The tulips must meet high requirements and standards. L&M Rijnsburg has initiated Growing Together to ensure these requirements are met and create optimal connections between all involved parties in the supply chain. The process from bulb to flower takes 1.5 years. It starts in September when the seedlings are being prepared for the land. The bulbs are planted in October and November. This is the start of the growth process. The bulbs proceed into the ground in a very innovative way. GPS is used to locate all the different types of bulbs. The bulbs are placed between 2 nets and exactly 15 centimeters under the surface. In December and January, the bulb fields are well checked for water spots and weeds. In the spring, the bulb starts to grow and eventually becomes a tulip. This process takes 6 weeks on average. When the tulips awaken from the winter, they have to be checked for viruses. This must be done in order to maintain the species. The examination takes place on land after selecting the tulip for a quality report. In late April, the tulips are headed. The flower is removed to maintain the vitality of the bulb. The bulbs grow fast in May. In this period, the grower does everything possible to keep the bulb green for as long as possible. The leaves are the lungs of the bulbs and provide growth force. June is an exciting period. Will it be a bad or a good harvest? This is all the grower can talk about in this period. The harvesting period usually starts between the end of June and the end of July. It's a busy period for the growers. The weather ultimately determines the quality of the bulbs. Both the harvesting and peeling of the bulbs remain manual labor. We have reached a new phase. The growth process of the bulb has passed, and we have reached the tulip forcing process. But first, stage research of the bulb takes place to determine whether the bulb has developed sufficiently. This study is very precise. A microscope is used to determine whether the flower in the bulb is fully grown. As soon as the bulbs have reached the right stage, the tulip forcing schedule is determined. This varies by year, depending on the circumstances of the bulb. L&M cooperates with the farmers to create this schedule. August and September are key months for the tulip growing process. The forcing schedule is the guide for growth, blossom and sale of the tulip. After the storage period, in which the bulbs are maintained at 20 to 23 degrees, the bulbs are placed to cool at 9 degrees. This is done in order to simulate the winter and have the first bulbs in December. In early November, the first bulbs are pinned and placed to root for 3 weeks in a freezer at 5 to 7 degrees. The pinning is an ongoing process and continues during the winter and spring. The first tulips are placed in the greenhouse and are in soil for about 21 to 32 days, from sprout to flower. When the tulip has fully blossomed, the flower can be processed and prepared for transport. L&M plays an important part in this process. L&M ensures the packaging companies have enough variety of tulips to create a nice mix. The lorries drive back and forth between all participating partners in order to keep the chain as short as possible. To meet all customer needs, L&M organizes weekly schedules in Rijnsburg, stating which tulips go to which grower. If in busy periods there are insufficient tulips to meet the demand, L&M can communicate its own purchasing department. Through auction or its own network, L&M can directly purchase new tulips. When the tulips come in, they are strictly checked by L&M. The quality requirements are high. L&M then brings the tulips to the packaging companies, where they are processed according to the customer's wishes. When the tulips are packed, they go directly to a global customer base.